Hey everybody, it's your homegirl Joy here, and as you can see in the background, still not finished packing, but Jared and I are now in Texas in our new apartment. I can't even express how elated we are right now to be here and to start this new chapter in our lives. So far it has been gorgeous. There are animals everywhere, unlike Utah, which is dead. It's been wonderful. Alright, there's not too much that I can dive into right now because, again, still unpacking as you can see in the background. Sorry about that. However, I have been binging videos by Joshua Weissman. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But I'll leave a link to his channel down below. He is a young cook who is, yeah, he's a professional cook. He has his own book of recipes, and a lot of his videos on YouTube are really easy to follow. They make me feel like I can be a better cook because I am by no means a professional cook, but I'm definitely an avid home cook. I do it all the time, and Jared seems to like my cooking. There's one thing that I saw, well actually there's a few things that I saw. There's one specific thing that I saw that I wanted to try right now, and that is making fermented mustard seeds and essentially making my own mustard. Now, I took his recipe and how he fermented his mustard seeds and I modified it slightly just because there was a couple of ingredients that I either didn't have or I didn't want to use. There is whey in his recipe, which I'll have it in the description down below, and I also highly recommend going and checking his video first to see the comparison and how mine turns out. But I really just want to see if I can do it, if it's something that's as easy as he makes it seem. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. Now this will take 3 days, so you'll see that I'm in different clothing. It's because it's gonna be a different day. Now I'm also starting the next video today because it is going to span across 7 days. So keep a lookout for that video also. Without further ado, let's get started on this fermentation journey together. So I highly recommend going to Joshua's video and watching that before this, because again, this is mostly just a comparison to see if I can successfully make fermented mustard. That would be amazing. But if you want to watch a professional do it, I suggest you click on the link down below in the description under his name and check out his channel. He has a lot of fermenting videos that I personally will definitely be trying, but he has a lot of really good recipes and beautiful camera work. So again, if you haven't seen that video and you don't plan on watching it, I'll list the things that you'll need. Now my version, like I said, I modified it a little bit just because I'm gonna make just slightly less than he did. And I'm not gonna be using whey in my recipe. Okay, so you're gonna need 120 grams of yellow mustard seeds, and then 120 grams of brown mustard seeds, 390 grams of room temperature filtered water, and then 40 grams of raw apple cider vinegar, followed by 10 grams of fine sea salt, and of course a mason jar with a lid that you can loosely attach at the end. Now, the first thing you're gonna do is combine your tube mustard seeds in your jar. Now, I'm gonna have everything pre-measured out just to make it go a little quicker for myself. Now, after you combine your seeds, add in your water, make sure to stir it up, and then you'll add the apple cider vinegar. Then you're gonna finish it off with your sea salt. Now, make sure to thoroughly mix everything in. Yeah, you know, it's good to go. So just grab your lid and loosely cover the jar, because a lot of pressure is going to be building up in here. That's part of fermentation, and you don't want it to explode when you try to open it. Now, this is day 1 of me doing this. You're gonna want to follow it up with stirring it for the next 3 to 4 days, but no longer than that. And on the 3rd day, you're gonna wanna taste it to make sure that it's the flavor that you want. Now, he does add grains of paradise in his. I don't have that. I can't find it. It's not a common seed, apparently. I'll insert my future clips. Just make sure to stir the contents of the jar every day for the next 3 days. So once that is done, just make sure you give it a little taste. If it's not completely to your liking, leave it for one more day, but no longer than that. And then afterwards, you can seal it up and store it in your fridge. Now, Joshua does say that he has never seen it go bad, and I'm assuming it's like normal mustard. He does say that it lasts for a pretty long time. Just make sure that you keep it stored in your fridge afterwards. Okay, well, I guess I need to wait and find out for the next 3 days, but you're gonna see in the next 5 seconds how it turned out. Okay, so it is day 4 recording, but 3 of the fermented mustard seeds sitting out. Now we're gonna taste it to see if it is up to where I want it to be in flavor, and if not, then I'll leave it one more day sitting out here on the counter. I'm gonna mix it and then I'm gonna give it a taste. Okay, I don't know how much is an appropriate amount to taste. Oh. It's not as strong as it smells. It doesn't dissolve in your mouth. It tastes good. I thought it was gonna be really strong and vinegary because it smells really vinegary right now. But it has that strong scent of mustard. Oh, okay, there it is. That was really strong. That's really good though. I feel like to get the most out of the flavor, it definitely would be better slightly blended because I do like the texture and the chunks. I don't think I want it any stronger. Day 3 is for me, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the fridge, and I kind of want to blend it a little bit. I want to make it a little creamy because right now it's mostly just soft seeds. It'll definitely add texture to your sandwich, but for it to add that creaminess that I like in my sandwiches, I'll definitely be blending this. Okay, so it's been a couple of days now, and I decided that I do want a smoother texture with my mustard because I just like that better. So what I did was put the mustard seeds in a blender, then split it in half, and now I have my normal Dijon mustard, which I just added some water to thin it out because it was really thick. And the other half, I combined equal parts mustard. I combined equal parts mayonnaise, honey, and the Dijon mustard that we made with a little bit of garlic to taste, and I made honey mustard. So I'm just gonna show the 2 different mustards that I have. By the way, this mustard is extremely strong and it has a kick. It's kind of spicy. I like spicy, and this is pretty spicy. So my understanding is that the brown mustard is where the spicy comes from. If you want to cut back on the brown mustard seeds and substitute it with the yellow mustard seeds just to cut down on that spiciness, I recommend that because the actual process of making the mustard was pretty cool. But if you're not a fan of spicy, you may want to do that. Okay, so here it is. This is the honey mustard. I dated it. This may go bad a lot faster than this. This is just the normal, oh gosh, I pick up, sorry. This is the normal Dijon mustard. which was just the blended mustard seeds that we made. Just added some water as I was blending to make sure it wasn't just this really thick paste. It's still pretty thick, as you can see. There's some air bubbles of when I poured it in that won't go away, but I did want it a little thicker than this. And I actually had a sandwich for lunch, a cold cut sandwich, and I used this honey mustard, and it was really, really good. This is more on the spicy, bitter side, but you really get those mustard flavors. It is definitely strong. So I may need to incorporate this into more intricate dishes that I cook for dinner, but I'm really excited to use it. And the fact that I just made my own Dijon mustard and honey mustard, pretty proud of myself. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video and trying Joshua Weissman's recipe to make your own mustard from scratch. That was so much fun. That was pretty cool. I can't wait to try more recipes because I definitely want to experiment more in the kitchen and see what else I can make myself, because it's a very rewarding and fulfilling feeling that you get when you do that in the kitchen. Anyways, thank you for watching. As always, thank you for your support, and stay beautiful, everybody. Bye.